Hello.
Hi.
We've started this 3 times. Hello.
Hi.
We're back. We've tried to start this 3 times. First time, I don't know what happened. Second time, we forgot our mics.
As per.
Welcome back to Securish.
Yes.
We've taken another extended hiatus. It's not been as long as the last time. Life.
Yep.
Continues to life. The fan is on. It's very, very warm here in London.
Yes,
For anyone who watches abroad, I'm sure it's hot everywhere because,
global warming.
I was going to say it. Thank you for saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's Pride, hence my...
Gay, be who you are.
Wake up, bitches! Today is Pride! Yeah, anyway. Hi. This is going to be such a
Freeform.
Oh, just a kind of fluid, flowing...
episode.
Yeah, where we're going to interview each other. That was Sophie's idea, and I think it's a great one. And we're going to talk... Basically, we're just going to talk.
Yeah.
So the interview's going to be based on... I don't know, what did you want it to be about?
Well, the initial idea was like an interview with a former anxious, an interview with a former avoidant to talk about sort of past, present, and maybe the future.
Can we talk about the future? It's not there.
No, but we can talk about our aspirations from where we are and where we want to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll start.
Okay, I'm being interviewed in this one. So it's going to be a former anxious... a former avoidant interview for a anxiousy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First question.
Oh my gosh, you actually have questions thought about. Okay, cool.
I don't. It's going to come to me in a moment.
Has it come yet?
No.
Okay.
I guess the first thing, and just to preface this, we had a fairly deep conversation before we started filming.
Which we tend to do a lot, and then...
so there may be a bit of repetition.
But only we know about the repetition. People are
I will say that to you, babe.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, first question. What do you think, based on where you are now, what do you think the biggest hurdle you've overcome is?
Oh, that's a big question, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I asked it.
Wow, bitch. What's the biggest hurdle I feel like I've overcome? Getting out of my own way.
Yeah.
Getting out of my own way in the sense that taking stock of the fact that healing is not something that I have to constantly be telling myself that I'm doing. I just need to live it. And I think the biggest hurdle is getting to that part where I actually understood like it's okay to just be and to just live in this newer, secure way of living that you found yourself in. And that hurdle was that because obviously the anxious thoughts are there, but I'm not allowing them to kind of be in the driver's seat. I'm observing them, so I feel like I'm outside of myself. And I think the biggest hurdle is me accepting that I have actually changed, because I struggle to believe that I have, even though I have. And again, it's that you've been my way for so long, so I still feel like I'm looking back like, is there a trick? Is it going to go back to how it was before? Am I going to disappoint myself? Am I going to act in ways that I was before? So the biggest hurdle that I'm still facing now is like, you can admit yourself that you've grown and that it's safe to be who you are now, basically. I hope that answers the question, because I tend to ramble, but I hope it did answer the question.
Oh, it did. What is a kindness that you give yourself now that you think would have been helpful at peak anxiety?
Wow, these questions, I feel like I'm in comprehension. I feel like in school when you had to write the question and then say, and this is okay. What's a kindness that I give myself now that I feel like peak anxious me would have...
Or you have now.
That peak anxious me would have benefited from.
Not necessarily wanted, but benefited from.
I give myself a minute. I give myself time to slow down. I leave things to kusumwe, as it would be. That's the Caribbean term for just letting it boil. So when you're cooking something,
just leave it.
Simmer.
Yeah.
I just give myself a minute. That kindness is nice. Just give yourself a second. Not everything needs an answer now. Not every thought needs to be followed that you think. And just give yourself time to actually know if you actually want to answer, do this thing, be this way. Give myself a second, because I know that anxious me, give myself a minute when I was rushing around like a headless chicken and everything was fast. That anxiety thrives in, again, wanting to know certainty, wanting to have certainty, and you cannot have certainty because there's no certainty in anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can think that, oh, I'd like to think that wouldn't happen, but you can't be certain about it. You can be certain about the person you want to be, or the person you want to become, and then the steps that you do and the things that you do in your day can help that thing become certain, because you know you're doing it for yourself, but you can only do it for you. So I'd say giving myself time, allowing myself to slow down and actually be like, okay, now you can take a beat, babe. You're safe, man. Do you know what I mean? There's no fires. No one's running after you. There's no saber-tooth tiger running after you. You don't have to run for your life. You don't have to keep being on the edge. So it would be that.
Okay. Great answer.
Thanks. Have water, please. It's really warm, my mouth is really dehydrated. So please drink water. This is not. We're not
Stay
sponsored.
hydrated in this weather.
We're not sponsored by anything, but just please, my mouth is so dry. Every time I talk, it's like I can't drink enough water. So please stay hydrated as much as you can, everybody.
Hydration break.
Hydration station, if you will. Thank you.
That's right, babe. What do you think you need now in terms of your growth? From yourself, from others, from universe, what is it that you think you need now?
What do I need now? For myself, I don't think I need anything from anybody. I think what I need from myself now is to give myself grace. To give myself grace. I think that's what like securish me is like learning to understand that I need to be kind to myself and actually acknowledge it's okay now, you've actually come really far. It's safe to say that you've done a lot of work on yourself, and you can actually say, do you know what, I'm doing it. Like I'm the person I think I am. I'm healing the things that I wanted to heal. I'm breaking the generational curses, and I'm no longer standing in that space that I was in. And it's okay to admit that, and not to be like, oh, I feel like I'm being, oh, am I being too conceited, or am I thinking too highly of myself? Yes, I am, and I'm not doing any of those things. But it's okay for me to think highly and positively of myself, and to highlight my strengths. Yeah.
It's not an arrogance.
No, I don't believe it is.
No,
I'm not an arrogant person.
No, you're not.
So it's okay for me to.
From.
Thank you. It's okay for me to acknowledge that.
And that's kind of the conversation we were kind of having before we started filming.
Yeah.
I would just concur that you need to acknowledge where you are now.
Oh my god, I have trousers on. I hope you just doesn't flag me. I've just realised. I have shorts on.
You does have shorts.
Oh my gosh.
I think you could give yourself more grace, and you should give yourself more grace, because as I was saying before, you have come so far. Yeah. And a switch went on or off in your mind, and you haven't looked back since. You know, when you said that to me, it made me really think, because I hadn't thought about it, because I've been so busy again, not fighting, it was the secure and the anxious side, like really battling with each other. And I hadn't noticed that I hadn't given myself the chance to be like, nah, you really said you was going to be a different human being for yourself, and you really haven't looked back. Yeah. And you haven't gone back on your word. As hard as it is, I bet I was like, I've never seen you cry so much in my life. Yeah. In our friendship, and how upset I was, but it's all shedding and it's all part of growth. So, yeah. It is. Look at my nails, guys. How pretty are they? Buff. Thanks. Well, these aren't. But they're kind of rainbowy. Okay, fair enough. See, subconsciously, everything is just gay. And I love that for me. Unagi, some skin roll. What is one thing or one message that you would have for anxious Nye who thought, this is it for me. There is no way I can. This is who I am. There is no other me. This is just it. You are safe. Like, there is a way through, and the way through is by not forcing. Just being okay and accepting yourself. Like, learn to understand that you're right, you're fine, that you're good. Like, you'll always be good. I would just say, not even keep going and keep trying, because that's the thing that I think my old self kept doing. Like, just trying to strive and, again, trying to eat the whole elephant. You have to be this thing. And I remember saying to me, why do you feel like you have to, why do you keep saying you have to fix all these things? You have to do all these things all at one time. And I'd be like, because there's so many things that I need to work on. Oh my god, so I need to work on this thing, and now I do this thing. And she's like, what about just being who you are? What about just like
taking it one step at a time? What about acknowledging that you've done a different thing than you would have done before?
Yeah.
What about that you wouldn't react to how you used to? So if you gave me an example of our conversations within itself, how we communicate, how I communicate with people around me, and how I'm not responding in the same way. That, that you're okay. You'll be okay as long as you just understand that you have to live it. You can't think your way into being secure-ish. You can't think your way into certainty. You can't think your way into knowing every single thing. You just have to just live it. And I think that's what I've learned, is that by living, I then be the thing I want to be. Do you get what I mean?
I do fully understand what you mean.
Because you can't say you're going to do something if you haven't actually lived it.
Yeah.
By constantly ruminate, all these things I have to do, but you're not actually doing anything to go out there and test yourself, how you'd react in a certain situation, how you'd be around certain people, how this thing will make you feel. I'd say that, just go out and do it. That's what I say to my own self. I'd say anyone else who's listening as well. You have to go out and face the thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a nice segue into my next question.
Wow, you are flying through these bad boys. Now I'm going to think of 6 questions. There's 6 questions. I'm going to think of 6.
It doesn't have to be 6 each.
Babe, you know me, I'm going to
Oh
have
gosh,
to.
okay.
We're in a competition
We're
now,
not in
so
a competition.
well, it's going to have to be level then.
Okay. Yes, babe. Let's put it somewhere in between.
So put it on the food thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Wow, I'm pretty dehydrated.
Talking about what was helpful.
See?
What what have you found unhelpful in your growth journey? What has maybe something that you thought would help you or would be helpful or was the way, but you actually found no, this hasn't worked, or something that you've done or other people have done that have maybe thought, actually no, this doesn't work for me. And the reason why I bring this up is because you try so many different things to try and either jumpstart your growth journey or to keep it going. And not everything is going to work. Not everything is for you. It might work for somebody else.
What's the question here, Sophie?
What have you found unhelpful?
Remember.
What have you found
Because you know me, I'm
unhelpful?
going to be like,
I know. On your growth journey.
What's going on? Am I drunk? No, I haven't been drinking. The sun is making me feel sun drunk. What have I found unhelpful? I don't know. Sourcing external, like, certainty from things. I'm a big, like, tarot reader. I'm into reading tarot, and I started putting tarot for myself. It's like I got into like a cycle of wanting to read and ask questions about certain things and certain situations and certain people and certain things about myself. And every day it was like let me watch this thing. Will it tell me a bit about this thing or about myself and where I need to go or what I need to do? And I would rely on that heavily. So then it's like giving my intuition and my inner knowing away. And it wasn't helping me. It was pulling me further away from myself. That's the whole thing. Not the questions I was asking. It's me outsourcing my trust to something else.
Yeah.
Like a tarot reader online or tarot cards. They can guide you, but they can't tell you, and nothing's certain. So that would just keep me stuck. And I'm thinking I'm helping myself, and I wasn't. So it's like when I finally listen to myself, I'm like, what is it that you feel, Naya? How do you want to feel? What's helping you? What's working for you? What's not? When I actually sat down with myself and asked that, because outsourcing all of that wasn't it. And also like asking Sophie certain questions, that never helped me, and I really felt that it did. Like it's like asking Sophie the same question 10 different ways, and then be like, so, and she's like, babe, you just asked me this, and my answer's not going to change, and how I feel is not going to change about whatever the subject was. So it was that outsourcing my inner knowing to everyone else except for myself, except for what I thought, basically.
That's a really good answer.
Thanks.
That's a really good answer.
And it's very honest.
It is. And my final question, what message do you have for people who are anxiously attached, who either want to start their growth journey towards secure, becoming secure-ish, or people who are already on their journey?
People who want to start, again, I don't even know, because in the past I would say just start, but what are you starting? It's more about just being. And when I say being, it's like if you have generalized anxiety and you worry about everything, or someone invites you out and you worry about going, or you're invited to an event and you don't want to go because of X, Y, Z, not force yourself, but try to go. And also, when something comes up, ask yourself first what you want to do. Like, do you want to do this rather than going to a friend, going to a cousin, going to your partner, going to anybody else outside yourself and asking them what they think. Ask yourself what you think and what you want to do. And then turn up and live in that space rather than, again, be in your head. Well, what about all these things? When you're in your head, you don't start anything. And then your mind will find problems rather than you actually being like, you know, if I actually just go and do this thing and just not worry about X, Y, Z, then I can actually say I've done it. And then you can quiet your anxiety, because this big catastrophe that your mind has made up, it's never the thing that's actually happening. And you find out that when you actually do it, rather than being in your mind and not doing anything. So I'd say just begin, just start, just like go outside. And that's happened for me, like little things where I was like, I felt like I couldn't do things. And my anxiety is a weird thing, and I think it comes from something deeper, which I'm working through. But it was like, I just get upset when I used to drop something, or I don't know, I get really upset with myself, like, why can't you do this thing? It's the way you speak to yourself as well. Or, oh my gosh, I get really hot, so I don't want to do this thing. Okay, it's going to be hot. So it's like flip it on its head. Okay, it's going to be hot for however many days. Are you going to stay in your house every day? Or are you going to go outside and make the most of it? Even if it's just to walk down the road. If it's to go and take a package. Even if it's to go to Sainsbury's. I don't know. Meet a friend. Walk in the park. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. But it's like doing the thing that your mind tells you can't do. If you want to start, that is. There's no starting. It's just about being. And then if you're on the journey, keep going. It gets brighter. And it's a lovely place to be in, albeit challenging. But the challenges I'm facing now are so much better because I feel more free than how I was before. I felt like I was in chains before. Genuine chains. Yeah. So keep going.
That was great.
Thanks.
And I just want to say how proud I am of my best friend. She's done so much work and she has changed so much, but while also keeping herself as herself. She's still Nye. Nye hasn't changed, but she also has.
Never will, but also yes.
I just feel like you've become more of Nye. Who Nye was always supposed to be.
Who I was.
Yeah.
And who I'm learning to be again.
Yeah.
It's just going back. Healing is all about going back to who we were before the world told us who we were and before we took the honours.
Gospel.
Yeah, and it's just not true. Who you are is fantastic.
Absolutely stunning. All of you. All of we.
All of we. See, she started singing now. We haven't got the copyright, so I'm not going to start singing a second song. Anyway. Excuse me. Wow, that was rude. Excuse me.
That's it.
We're done for this week.
Yeah.
We hope you liked it.
Stay hydrated. Try and stay cool.
And stay posted. Stay tuned to part 2, I'm trying to say, which is me interviewing Sophie.
Yay!
Okay, bye.
Do you want to stop it and then?
Yes, please, babe.
Okay.
Okay, say bye.
I said bye.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
say bye.